Welcome everybody, we are entering to the next game of the series. Right now we're spawning on top of the person who has won the last game in rather solid fashion. We're going to be observing Nattkatt. Nattkatt, who is the purple Zerg in the bottom left, who is going to be happy at the spawn positions as Lilakian is the green Protoss in the top right. Cross spawns, and Zerg is the worst matchup for Lilakian. That is unfortunate. Nattkatt seems to be pretty solid in ZVP, judging from that first game, taking care of that 4-gate rather easily, and Lilakian is not able to just deal with a gas steal as quickly as possible. So forcing the 4-gate ended up actually working out very well for Nattkatt. This map is, odds are there won't be a 4-gate, and okay, this is, okay, the reason why I'm going to his pylon placement is that it almost seems like Lilakian wants to wall this area off, or this part of the area off, when normally you actually want to put down the pylon in this spot so you can wall off this area in case of like a 6, 7, or 8 pool, in order to not take crazy amounts of damage from that. So it's kind of an odd. If you're going to go for the wall this part, I would want the pylon over here, but let's see what's going down from Lilakian. Over here in the land of Nattkatt, the extractor's gone down, and a speedling opener? Wow. Okay, this is kind of an interesting builds and openers from these guys, and so Nattkatt might be going for some kind of possible baneling bust, maybe metagaming the Forge expansion from Lilakian, which actually does seem to be happening with very weird building placement. Okay, then. We're going to have the scout going down. Nattkatt just keeping an eye out for the probe, which is right here. We'll pop forward. We'll see if Nattkatt actually decides to keep those drones inside the gas once the spawning pool is done, or just pull them off when they see the probe, and then just put them back on afterwards if there's going to be some kind of baneling play. Now we do have pylon and cannon. Once again, interesting. This is so vulnerable to a Bane bust. Oh my god, the cannon not being in the back. This could be crazy deadly. Yeah, and now we're going to see one, this is really looking like a Bane or a Roach bust, some kind of bust like that, with the one guy staying inside that extractor. But quickly, Iron Lady Cup, guys, definitely support. We can go ahead and go to the Iron Lady ESL Twitter. You can also go to Iron Lady SC2.com. There's Girls of StarCraft Facebook. Definitely support female StarCraft, because definitely females make male nerds happy, and everybody likes happy people, and not quite sure where I'm going with that plug, but just show some support, be happy, and enjoy StarCraft. And we do have this Nexus going, I'm not sure, 200 miles late, Nexus, when the probe was there. Not sure what's going on, but looking around here, we have Lings to go ahead and start scouting. The natural has gone down. Metabolic boost almost done. We now have 50 gas. We could see a baneling nest once the next couple minerals are actually made. But it seems that Nattkatt's not doing it instantaneously. But I'm curious as to what's going to be happening as Nattkatt now knows where the position of Lilakian is. Gateway is there. Another cannon's going down, but these are very vulnerable cannons. I'm curious about this building placement and how it's going to work out if a Bane bust does end up happening. We do have Evo Chamber going down. So you're just having a mass Ling kind of game coming from Nattkatt with this play with the fast link speed and everything. Oh, the link speed is actually getting to the base. We're going to see some probes getting killed. That's unfortunate. One gets killed. But this is going to be a really, really, really bad threat. Look at Lilakian pulling all the probes and managing to kill off. But the mining town that's lost is huge right now. Lilakian's investing almost every single probe to do that. The natural is completed. There's no cyber core. There's no zealots going down. There's just a single Ling running around looking. I guess those are all going to transfer. Okay, then. All those guys will be transferring. Over here we do have the Baneling Nest. Looks like we'll be having a Bane bust. I'm kind of surprised that it's only happening now, probably because of the seeing of this building placement. Because if you just send all the Banes into this one spot, if you take out this pylon and this cannon, that takes away all the defense that's not probes. This pylon will unpower this cannon. Killing this cannon means it can't do anything because it'll be dead. And the gateway then won't be able to produce. So This is a very logical, vulnerable point that I believe is about to be exploited by Nattkatt, judging by the sight of that. We do have now more guys mining from those extractors, so we should be having a whole lot of banelings being able to be produced. And now we're going to see that the Zealot ends up actually getting a couple kills off, but the cannon does steal one of those. And a cannon's being built in the main base. It seems that Lilakian is aware of this vulnerability, but is now expecting Banes. With the exception of Banes, you actually want to throw down probably some gateways or something in the front, at the very least clog off something with some beefy buildings. Maybe even cybernetics core she still needs a cybernetics core, and it does have more health than a gateway does by about 100 in terms of health and shields. So I believe cybernetics cores have 555 health, 550 I want to say. But oh, here's a big deal. The Banes are actually being scouted right now. This Zealot's about to die. He doesn't even get to kill a single Ling, and Nattkatt has now observed these guys going down, and now going straight for that, but with 4 cannons, this is going to be interesting. We might actually need more Lings to soak up hits from the cannons. Is there going to be a push? Where's the push? I can only say push for so long. Push. More Lings are coming down though, so it's going to help this. Push. I don't know why I'm so amused by myself. It's kind of sad. There's a little bit of creep spread. The bases are not connected though, but this is going to be very, very dangerous. The amount of Banes that are coming out is going to be a very, very explosive thing. But oh, Banes are going to get wasted on the... Oh no, Nattkatt, you just lost 3 Banelings for nothing. They're going to move forward, but there are no Lings to tank damage. The cannons are still alive. These Lings could just run straight by. It looks like they will be doing that. They're going to try and take out these probes in the main. A lot of them are actually already damaged, but this cannon that's in the main is now proven to actually be useful. As these Lings are going to go ahead and start trying to target down, but it's boxed in by a lot. So we're actually probably having a DT rush coming from the Lilakian in response to all of this, but the spores and everything are still there, but the 4 cannons ended up doing a really good job of taking out those Banes. But the fact that the Lings didn't push in first, taking the hit damage, and then the Banes exploded, killing off cannons and pylons, is actually allowing Lilakian to hold, but the damage is really being done. 42 drones, 32 probes, only 1 Zealot versus 21 Lings. Right now, Lilakian is really forced to just try and hold on for dear life, forcing so many cannons to be made. Nattkatt is doing a very good job of just forcing Lilakian to try and play damage control, and with this Spire going down, this could be bad. There's not much that can be done over here, but the Dark Shrine did just get put down, which means Archons, theoretically. If Lilakian did go for Archons, then those mutants would be a little bit more hard-pressed to do damage, but they can get magic boxed in a certain number. But with 4 probes on this and not even close to full saturation at these bases, this is very, very harmful to the income. You can see how Nattkatt does have a very large lead, especially in terms of gas income. As for proxy pylons, a probe is running around the field. It is about to... Wow. Apparently it's not about to die. Perhaps going to be able to walk directly up and maybe even throw down... There we go. There come those Lings, and they're going to go ahead and kill that. But still, we do have a Spore Crawler, and we do have a Spine over here about the main base. We do have a Spire, a Spore, and a Spine. And the third base is going out for Nattkatt as well. No third as of yet for the Lilakian. These rocks are still in play. Lings are running around just being very, very pesky. As for the DT Shrine progress, it is there, but take a look at this. Warp Gate is done, but it's only a single Warp Gate out. It doesn't even have a it's having finished its cooldown, so you can't even make a Dark Templar. It's only 4 Zealots in the field. Wow, this is so low army. There's an abundance of cannons. You just imagine if a couple of those were actually gateways before, then you'd actually be able to get a nice lead-in with a ton of DTs. But now with those gateways done, I'm expecting to see a bunch of DTs getting morphed. And there are 3 are. You can get a couple more. But Charge is an interesting choice. It's going to be unfortunate when those mutants come in. As you can see right now, they are very, very close. Are they going straight to attack, or are they going to go group up first? Because apparently 2 mutants are going to go ahead and start hitting. But there's not really any anti-air except for those cannons. Now they're going to move in and start taking out those probes. Nice reaction speed from Lilakian, but Lilakian's got to be really, really careful. The splash damage. Oh, nice little move on the splash damage to actually start hitting those probes. But there's no Archons, there's no Stalkers, there's nothing. DTs are somewhere on the map, I'm not quite sure where. There they are. They're moving across the field. I'll keep an eye on those guys as these mutas are continuing destroying everything. They're going to move forward, and if they can actually snipe the Spore Crawlers, that could actually be good. But they're going to move in, take out the Queen. Will they... Actually, there's enough that with DPS to take out that Spawn Crawler before the Spawn Crawler kills them. Yeah, this is actually pretty deadly, to be honest. This Templars moving in. Now we have the Lings coming back. We're going to have the mutas, I guess, try and cripple Lilakian even more than Lilakian already is. But Expo here finishes. As here we go with these DTs. More coming in. Overseer is there. And with all these Lings, this will not be an issue at all. Even though Lings die in one shot to DTs, they actually got click to move and stopped attacking. So they need to have some kind of wall behind them. If they were actually Archons, they would have fared better. But still, there are so few probes left. And just these mutas are just destroying everything. Nattkatt has pretty much secured a victory, being able to defend against the DTs. But those, mutas flying directly across me. And oh my god, that muta actually survived with a single health from those guys. But now, Lings are running around. I don't think Nattkatt actually is aware of this, unless Nattkatt saw the probe moving forward. I mean, there are watchtowers and scouts and everything. But more probes are dying so far. We can see the probe kill count is massive at 35. This is a massacre. That pile wasn't even able to be cancelled. The probes are going to be dead. Fourth base is going down. There's not really much else to say about this. Nattkatt's even taking down these rocks for Lilakian as these mutas are continuing to take out everything. As the DT Shrine's about to fall there, it does fall. And apparently the splash doesn't hit the Templars. There. So moving forward, these cannons are all that are just keeping Lilakian alive, just trying to huddle their... Like the pros are huddling for warmth and safety from the cannons. This base is going down. Chrome boosting them out. Look at the income, though. You should never have a game where someone has 8 times the mineral income and infinity times because there's 0 gas income. That's just not right. But the kindness of Nattkatt has allowed the third base to be available for Lilakian, who is getting an Archon. Yes! Archon to deal with the Mutars. It's kind of fun. But the 7 we're going down is going to be rather unfortunate. More cannons are being made? Where are these cannons being made? They're being made over there. Oh my... Wow, so Lilakian is really just going to go all out with the cannons to defend against the mutas. But Wargate being taken out, only able to boost the Zealot anyway. Twilight Council, so Charge actually did complete. Just as a side note, Charge did complete. It wasn't cancelled for DTs or Archons or anything. It is there. However, Charge Lots, not so good against mutas. Just in case people are wondering, Charge Lots can't attack up, and mutas are up. They are very, very up. And also being kind and leaving the simulator. But there's very little income from the Lilakian. It's all coming from this base, which is actually getting to be substantial in some respects. The Cybernetics Core is being thrown down there, Gateway is being thrown down there, and Banes. Guys, there are so many Banelings. Look at the Banelings. Oh, Nattkatt is having fun with this. We're going to have 46 Banelings about to bust the front and a proxy hatch to that base. So apparently it was not Nattkatt being kind and taking that out for Lilakian. It was to be completely slaughtering. Well, with this kind of Banes, do they actually have central hooks? They do not. So Lairtech's obviously out. No Bane speed is there. We do have the +1 attack for the Bane's finish, though. So that's definitely going to be adding a nice bit of damage. What is it against Banelings? Building attack, 85 damage. That's a lot. And I wonder if that's actually... Is it 80 normally and then an additional 5 with the attack upgrade? Or is it just not affected by attack upgrades? But here we're going to have a lot of death to those guys, apparently. Oh, wait, no, maybe not. Lings are there, and now, will the Lings lead this time? But there's going to be a whole lot of death going forward, actually against the Zerg. Okay. But now these Zealots are going to try and attack, but they have charge, and now they're going to be all in the face of the Lings, and possibly... Never mind, they're not going to die. But over here we do have a healthy amount of income actually happening down there. While Nattkatt's assuming this is going to be the only base that's there. But look at this. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Moving forward, we're going to just watch the wreckage and enjoy this. It's not even worth going, oh my god, look at this. It's just watch. Just look at this. It's... Z's... The Banes don't even do anything. And Nattkatt says, sorry, why apologize? The game's been over a while ago. Banes to death. Yeah, look at that. This is... I mean, this is something to apologize for. sort of grant that, but now Nattkatt realizes there's another base somewhere. Because there wasn't the whole someone has been eliminated thing. We have gateways going down. We could have a zealot. A stalker gets brought in, which is better against the banelings, but worse against the zerglings. But now they're going to move in and watch, like, hey, look, there's an entire base here that's not walled off. So they're going to go ahead and start attacking, and these lings are going to decimate these guys. And there's a lull. GG. We'll have Nattkatt 2-0ing in a very, very dominating fashion. Like I said, Zerg's worst matchup. I think it's more than that, Lilakian. I never know what to do. I think it's more than that. But there we have some more explosions going on as death ensues. Banes are still there, and finally